Hey everybody, before the game I'm actually going to do a little bit of a pre-game stats rundown, so let me know if you guys like it, leave it in the comments section below, but for the most part I'm going to start with the blue team and then I'll transition into the red team. So for the blue team, their team composition is going to be Katarina, Graves, Lulu, Diana, and Jarvin. For the Katarina, she's played 1,022 ranked games and won 57.24% of them. That is a lot of games played, and that is a lot of games won with Katarina, and this is before the remake for the most part. A majority of them is from before the remake. The Graves has played 42 games in ranked and has won 66.67%, and that number is more average for players that play professionally or play at the higher level ELO. Typically, they'll have a huge champion pool, and they'll only play 40 or 50 games with each champion, something around there. The Lulu has only played one game and has a 0% chance, and this is what I kind of get worried about because she only has one game experience playing Lulu in ranked, and it was a loss, so that's going to give their whole team a little bit of a disadvantage. The Diana has played 9 games in ranked and won 55.56%. She's a relatively new champion, so I don't really expect her to have a lot of experience with her, but then again, it's hard to also play against her. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see how that goes. She does have a relatively decent win ratio, so it shouldn't be that bad. It shouldn't be that threatening either. The Jarvin has played 10 games and won 40%. This I'm a little worried about because Jarvin's been around for a long time, so only being able to play 10 games kind of shows that he doesn't have that much experience with Jarvin, and it's not going to go. I don't think it's going to go over too well, but we'll see. As far as their actual positions, the Katarina typically plays a caster, and as you can see, she is playing caster this game. Since she has the most experience with Katarina, it's really good that she's actually playing the champion she plays the most as well as the position. Graves' main is AD carry with the second most experience. That's perfect that he's actually playing that. Lulu's main role is the jungle. Now she's going as support, which probably explains why she's only played one game as Lulu and lost it. I'm a little bit worried since there's nobody that actually mains jungle on their entire team. The Diana mains as a caster. Yes, she is a caster jungler, so it's not going to be too bad, but it probably would go a little bit better if they put the jungler in the jungle. But as I was saying, Diana is a caster, so she's playing a caster for the most part. Jarvin, his normal role is also a caster, so that's going to put him in a really poor position as well, and that probably explains the lack of experience with Jarvin. As for the red team, they have a Blitzcrank, Tristana, Annie, Lee Sin, and Skarner. Blitz has 5 ranked games played, and 80% of those are wins, so that's a relatively good stat, relatively good. It's only 5 games, so it's hard to say, but 80% win rate's still good regardless. The Tristana's played 69 ranked games with this 57.97% win ratio, and that's really good because Tristana's relatively underplayed. She's hard to play, but she can carry extremely well into late game. Annie has 4 games played in ranked and has won 50% of them. That I'm a little bit worried about because Annie's been around since beta, so everyone kind of knows how to play against her. Everyone knows her tricks. The 50% win rate and the lack of games played, that's a little worrisome. Lee Sin, he has 276 games played with a 57.97% win rate, and that's really good because it takes a long time to master Lee Sin, and I think playing 276 ranked games is definitely one way of doing that, especially with that kind of win ratio. So Lee Sin, I think, is going to do extremely well this game. The Skarner has played 387 ranked games, which is very, very good. That's a lot of games as Skarner with a 58.14% win rate, and that is also very, very high. Typically, where you want to hover around is 55% win rate. Well, not anything higher is good, but 52 to 55 is most typical for the 2K ELO players. But overall, the red team seems to have more experience with their champions. Blitzcrank is typical lane as top. He's actually supporting this game. That explains the lack of games, but it seems like he's done well in the past, so hopefully he does good this game. The Tristana, their main role is AD carry, and of course it's aphromoo, so he's pretty well known. He's on a pro team, so it's good that he was able to snag up that position. Annie's normal role is AD carry, and that's probably why he's playing Annie, because Annie's been around for a really long time. That may be why. It's just one of the champions that he knows how to play. But it does worry me, because AD carry and AP carry are two completely different roles, especially when you have a burst caster like Annie. So that's a little worrisome. Lee Sin, his main is jungle, as you can tell by the amount of games that he's actually played, which is pretty good. But it should be interesting. He can play top. Lee Sin's usually really good top, and when you have that many games played with Lee Sin, playing him top is probably not that big of a transition. Skarner, his main is jungle, so it's really good since he's played that many games, almost 400. The fact that he was able to pick up the jungle role is really going to be powerful for their team. But overall, champion, like based on the games played and the games lost, if you add all of it up, the blue team has a 58.16% chance of winning, and the blue team has a 57.38% chance of winning. And I will probably end up giving this game to the red team based on stats alone. It seems like their players have more experience in their particular roles as well as the champions that they've played. There's a lot of inexperience in those roles and champions on the blue team, and that really worries me. So let's go ahead and get in the game, and we'll see what we can find out. See ya. Hey everybody, Strider Spec. This today. I don't know why I always do that. I always want to say something and then I say something else. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'm actually doing a double daily today, which is really nice. I wasn't originally going to, but then I noticed that TiensiNoAkuma is playing Katarina, and there's been a lot of requests for especially just the new Katarina in general, and since he's one of the best Katarinas in the world, him and Skara are arguably the best ones in the world, from what I've gathered anyway. But I really I felt the need to showcase what the new Katarina. I haven't seen him play Katarina. I've only seen jungle Katarina right now being played by Saint Vicious. Hasn't done too well so far. Great clearing, but lost like every game I've watched, which kind of sucks, but I really want to, people just need to figure out the right builds for jungle Katarina in order to make it really, really good. So it'll be interesting to see. Mid Katarina, I heard that levels 1 through 3 really, really, really suck. But then after that, it's not that bad. So hopefully this will prove us exactly what's happening, and I don't know what we're waiting for. All the summoners are here, but we'll talk about matchups. Diana is incredibly strong jungler. I really like the fact that they're coming out with a little bit more AP junglers. That's very, very good to me. Yoan we really had before. I mean, we had Fiddlesticks. I think he might be the only true like AP jungler. I mean, yeah, there's aphromoo and people that do AP, but they're primarily tanks. But Diana's more of like a burst, almost like an Akali. Akali can be jungled, but it's not all that great. Katarina can be jungled right now, which is pretty nice. So yeah, it's. I really like the shift and the change in being not being forced into that bruiser. The bruiser being in the jungle. So yeah, red team is pinging off very aggressively, trying to get into this bush, but they do have some stragglers. Skarner is really far behind, and so is Lee Sin. Trist is doing a really good job as far as getting where she needs to be as soon as possible. So great job by her being able to pull that off, but without any backup, it's really, really dangerous. And red team is pinging them out still right there. And and he might go right into this. This could be really dangerous for her. She goes down. Oh no! And a flash coming up from Diana as well, trying to follow up. Oh, the grab from Blitzcrank just barely misses. The threads right between. So that was a field goal with the fist. And a wonderful job by Lee Sin just getting vision on them.
30 seconds until
Muay Thai Lee Sin looks hilarious in game. It was a great concept. I just think the headband looks kind of goofy sometimes. He's just bobbling around, all weird. But I like the way the skin looks. I just think the animations need a little bit of work, I guess you could say. But overall, let's see. So we have Katarina, which is really nice, single target damage. Some AoE damage, yes, but it's split apart. It's not as bad anymore as it used to be, but it's still pretty good. Graves does some nice AoE damage. Lulu's going to have some nice little AoE CC. She might actually put that on Diana, but most likely it will be going on to the Jarvin. Jarvin is a very interesting pick just because Jarvin is so incredibly strong. I think people really underestimate Jarvin just because of his passive, how it does percentage damage on every person you hit. You know, brand new. So 6% of their current health, that's pretty good when initiating a fight. So you can just throw your flag and then pop everybody up that's between you and the flag, and then auto attack, you know, 2 or 3 different people doing 6% of their current health, and then kind of focus on a specific target once you find out who used their flash and who didn't, and things like that. But for the most part, it's really wow. And Tristan Blitz actually being really aggressive, taking that red buff away, and Lulu is able to put a ward there. Does see that they took the red buff, and now Blitzcrank is pulling the Lulu, but Blitzcrank is really low. The exhaust coming down onto Blitzcrank. I don't think he's gonna be able to get out of this. First blood going down on Blitzcrank, and I don't know if Tristan's gonna be able to get out of this now. And a great slow coming out from Lulu. Holy Jesus, the Glitter Lance is just proving to be so strong right now. And now Diana's down at bottom. Blitzcrank did not put a ward, so oh my gosh, it's really dangerous. And oh yes, aphromoo on Tristana is going to be transferring that red buff directly over to Graves, who is a very ballsy move. I don't think that it was a smart choice to go down and do that. Taking the red buff, yeah, was a good idea in theory. But you gotta remember that Diana's a really bad jungler, so once she goes to red and she notices it's not there anymore, she's just gonna come and try to take it, especially when the person that took it isn't at any health, or is at about half health when the supports did as well. So that's interesting. I really like the new animations for Katarina though. The bouncing blade is super cool. Annie's doing an okay job at zoning, but Katarina has the long range, and he definitely has the advantage as far as just being able to save that burst. And Katarina, I don't know how well she is at farming at the tower right now, since her spells typically AoEs. She is able to Shumpo and pick that up, but that's going to be pretty interesting. And a great stun coming out from Annie. Not going to follow up with an Incinerate, but that probably would put her in tower range, which is not where she wants to be. Even though Katarina doesn't have a slow or a stun, she still doesn't want to take unnecessary damage. Just getting away with the stun is good enough. Also, since Katarina doesn't have any spell vamp as far as I know, she's running, let's see, spell vamp 0%. Yeah, so Katarina doesn't have any spell vamp right now. And Blitzcrank coming out, great grab, and a power fist coming out, and the flash going from Lulu. It's going to be able to disengage her from that particular situation. She would have gone down if that leapfrog would have landed from Tristana. Yes, it's not rocket jump, it's leapfrog. I really like this Tristana skin. It's really freaking awesome. It's, I don't know, anything pirate based is pretty much the greatest thing. Oh, and a great triple coming out from Katarina. Diana's going up to Pasta. Yes, pulls her in, and Katarina picking up the kill. Great job by the blue team, being able to get that in a great power fist. Now going on to Lulu with the grab. And, oh my gosh, Blitzcrank might actually go down. The red buff is ticking, and it is going to kill him. Very unfortunate, but wonderful job. It's all back down to that level 1 first blood. It's very unhealthy for them. And the Glitter Lance coming out. Lulu does go down to Tristana. Tristana has the potion. Yes, it's going to keep her out of that fight. Great job by Tristana. She jumped in there, got a couple auto attacks, did her explosive shot. Had the potion going, the health potion going, but it basically ended right when Gray's red buff ended as well. So that was pretty insane, but just overall wonderful job. As far as Diana, she's actually, that moonfall was just a phenomenal pick. She was able to just flash, get that moonfall, bring the Annie close in the fight, and a great Shumpo coming in, and no stun coming out from Annie actually, which is relatively interesting. I don't know if she just didn't have the cooldowns or what at the time. But I was surprised that she didn't stun him almost right after that Shumpo. It's not like Talon. Talon silences you when he blinks to you, but Katarina just kind of blinks behind you. So it sucks fighting against a Katarina when you have a lot of skill shots. But luckily for Annie, she will have that. She will have her normal spells like her Disintegrate, and then she'll have her Incinerate to follow up. Along with the summon where she's level 6. And a great ultimate coming out from Katarina. Katarina doing so much damage. noticing that Annie didn't have her stun, so wasn't going to be able to get her out of that. And now Annie's just popping those health potions, doing what she can. Let's see. As far as creep kills go, Katarina's at 33 when Annie's at 36, so Katarina really coming back strong. Also has that kill that Annie does not have. Also has some experience gain on it. As far as the two junglers go, Skarner's at 40, while Diana's at 33. So Skarner's a little bit ahead. Oh, and the grab coming out. Oh, it just barely misses. Was really hoping for that. And now, oh, okay, so Lee Sin through. Oh, that was a really good job. Being able to just throw that Sonic Wave in there, face checking the bush was Diana, but she did get spotted out by this ward on the red team. Lee Sin just kind of throwing it out and say, hey, don't even bother staying here because I have it warded. Kind of gave away the fact that he did have a ward there, but grab is still missing. Very unfortunate, but once he hits a grab, it's going to be all sure with Skarner. Oh, he's level 6. He did use the flash, but the quick draw coming out almost immediately. And now the polymorph coming out from Lulu. Wonderful job. Sorry, the Whimsy coming out. It's basically a polymorph, but I guess you can call it Whimsy. Oh, no, Graves is going to do a buckshot. Exhaust comes out a little bit too late. The collateral damage isn't going to be able to do anything. And now, yes, the ultimate coming out from Skarner doing a lot of damage. So Whimsy going out onto Tristana, so not going to be able to do as much follow-up damage. Shield going out, but Tristana is able to pick up the kill. Does as much damage to the Graves as possible. Graves is still really, really low. I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of this. The quick draw just barely coming out. And the flash going out. And yes, the last auto attack coming out from Tristana. Wonderful job. Sucks that she did have to use her flash, but that is the price you pay for getting a kill. Actually, a double kill there. But, oh no, Diana's coming in, but she's spotted out by the ward before she even makes her appearance. She's still doing a great job. She's able to clear that creep wave really, really easily. This kind of prevents Tristana from going back, which is what I think she originally wanted to do. Just push the lane really hard and then go back. Because once your opponents die, you know you have no real risk of losing your tower. So oh my gosh, and Tibbers coming out doesn't actually stun him and stuns him afterwards, but a double kill, or sorry, a trade coming out in middle. Katarina is able to kill Annie first. Or sorry, Annie's able to kill Katarina first, but the ignite coming out from Katarina just able to follow it up. So wonderful job with that Tibbers. Tibbers does a lot of damage, not only just from the initial burst, but the burn AoE that he has on him, as well as his auto attack. So that really helped Annie out in that particular situation. But yeah, that was just a really, really good play. Katarina did have the flash in order to pick up that kill in the end. Annie still has her flash, so I think that Katarina has a little bit of a disadvantage because of that. And a quick draw coming out. And now, oh my gosh, it's really, really bad. The Glitter Lance is just slowing that Blitzcrank by so much. After he uses his overdrive, he's slowed after it's done speeding him up. So he'll go really fast for a while, and then he'll start going slow. Overall, I think it gains you more distance, but once he's slowed by that, and then you get Glitter Lance, that's a really powerful slow. So if Glitter Lance wasn't powerful enough, that makes it even worse for him. Oh, now a double gank coming out. And yes, it looks like the ultimate coming out from Jarvin. Jarvin is going to be able to get the kill with the help of Diana. And now Diana's pulled into the tower. She is going to flash out of that. Skarner does not care at this point. Just doesn't have enough mana to really follow up and go against two people. And now, yes, Graves does another quick draw auto attack. Doesn't buckshot, actually opts for the smoke bomb. Which is an interesting choice, I suppose, but also prevents him from landing a grab. Because he won't know where he is. Oh no, a lot of action going down, and Katarina getting a great ultimate, and the help from Diana. That Moonfall is just doing so much work. It is on a huge cooldown, so she will have to wait. It's almost as high as a cooldown as some low ultimates, or like some low cooldown ultimates. It's about 25 seconds, so it's an insane ultimate, that's for sure. But or it's an insane move. It definitely needs to have a cooldown like that. It does a lot of damage. But now it looks like Blue team is taking the first dragon of the game. A great Glitter Lance coming out, and yes, it looks like the Moonfall again coming out from Diana. Collateral damage with the buckshot, being able to do a ton of damage. Diana's gonna try to shield herself, try to survive that ignite. She is able to get away. Now Katarina's coming out. Shupos onto the Skarner. Skarner's gonna speed himself up just to get out of there, and he is able to disengage. Wonderful job by Skarner, but even better job by the blue team. Uh-oh, now the Whimsy with the Glitter Lance coming out onto the Tristan. Tristan is able to get away, though. It almost looked as if once she got Whimsied, she got larger in size because those Yordles. Everybody knows about those Yordles. And, oh my gosh, the ultimate now coming out from Skarner is going to be able to slow down the Diana, but the ultimate coming out from Lulu is going to survive just a little bit. Yes, and he picks up the kill with a great Disintegrate and an auto attack. Now Skarner's coming in really hard. He's super, super low. He doesn't want to give away those double buffs, especially to the Graves. Graves already 6-1. That's going to be super dangerous if he does. And now Katarina is coming out, is able to pick up the double buffs. I don't think that was a good idea. And now Katarina doing an insane amount of damage to Annie, and Annie goes down almost instantly as well. And, oh, the grab just barely missing. Great pink ward coming down from the blue team, being able to recognize that they have a ward in that bush and enables them to pick it up and also gain control. Wonderful job. At this point, Lee Sin's completely zoning the Jarvin, which is quite surprising. I really didn't expect that. Lee Sin does have 98 creep kills as opposed to Jarvin's 76. Even though Lee Sin has gotten ganked once or twice. Oh, the ultimate now coming out and the Moonfall coming out. There's a lot of CC action going down. And, oh my gosh, I was a little bit delayed onto that safeguard, but he's going to be able to successfully disengage from that. A great dragon kick, being able to kick Diana away from that fight. She does use her Crescent Slash. It does not hit, though. Crescent Strike, sorry. Great job by Lee Sin being able to get out of there. And unfortunately, Lulu goes down. I didn't see exactly what happened there, so we'll go back here real quick. Oh, great flash grab coming out from Blitzcrank, and the exhaust going out the ultimate with the leapfrog and the ultimate from Tristana. Absolutely blowing up Lulu. I think that might have been overkill, maybe. I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure that was overkill. But Lulu didn't even exhaust or flash. She knew she was dead. And so she just kind of accepted her fate and decided to, you know, she'll fight another battle. Since Triss does not have her ultimate anymore, I mean, it's only down for, yeah, like 40 more seconds, but she still doesn't have it. And so by the time she gets back, she's also going to have Ignite, though. It's going to be scary, but Flash is going to be down for the Blitzcrank, and that's going to be a Flash and Exhaust. So they will have a small advantage. Oh no, Smoke Bug coming out. I don't know if Collateral Damage is going to be able to pick that up. No, it won't, so Graves doesn't toss it. Wonderful job by Graves, just being able to completely zone this Tristana. And I can't believe Graves is picking on a little person. That's very, very disappointing. I'm disappointed in Graves, I have to say. And Dragon's actually still up. But Red Team is now picking off Lulu, but I don't think they're really going to do anything. I think they're just signifying that they're there. They might need help. That might be what it is as well. They also did see that pull coming in, and now Jarvin's taking a lot of damage. No, it's not going to be enough. Jarvin's able to clear out that group wave really, really quickly. And the grab is going to be missing from Blitzcrank once again. Now there's 3 people bottom. Diana's going to be able to do a lot of work on this, and a great Glitter Lance coming out. Now that Skarner's here as well, this is going to be very, very dangerous. Both teams with 3 members bottom, there's definitely going to be some action. And a great pull going off onto Lulu, but Tristana goes down almost instantly. The collateral damage doing even more work. Great ultimate onto the Diana. Diana following up with her ultimate, and she's going to be able to get this kill. Yes, she will. Wonderful job. That Lunar Rush is just showing to be too powerful for this team right now. Annie really wants to get that kill, but she realizes that she just doesn't have enough burst quite yet. Diana's doing a ridiculously good job. And, oh no, yes, a great Lunar Burst, and now the Moonfall. Oh, the Timber Stun coming out! And a great job coming out from Annie. Annie's going to be able to do a lot of damage. She's going to have to fall back. She really doesn't want to have to deal with Graves as well. She did keep Tibbers in this bush, so once Graves showed up, she really, really needed to hustle out of there. Overall, great job, and Lee Sin in the meantime able to take that top tower, still zoning out the Jarvin very, very powerfully. Almost a 40 creeps or difference. That's a pretty big difference in a solo lane. It's huge. I didn't realize that. Oh yeah, I guess I did. But Jarvin's ultimate is pretty much useless on the Lee Sin because he just has so much mobility. If anything's outside his Cataclysm, he can either just Q it or safeguard it. I mean, either way, is not really gonna stick in place, or he'll just duel you for a while, which he's still really, really good at. Oh no, Tristana taking a lot of damage. She does get ignited, and Blitzcrank is now getting slowed. Diana's coming in with those boots mobility, absolutely destroying her with that lunar rush. Jesus, those boots of mobility are giving her so much movement speed. And, hold on. Katarina gets shut down by Annie here. Oh yes, so she's just gonna walk right into this bush. Great job, yeah, gets the stun from the Disintegrate, and then the Incinerate coming down, and the auto attack with the follow-up. Disintegrate just melting the Katarina, shutting her down, giving Annie some extra gold from that kill, so that's exactly what Annie wanted. And let's see if we can get her to life here real quick. Oh, a lot of action going down. A great shot going on from Graves. Sorry, I missed that.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay, oh, Graves just barely misses. I can't believe that grab missed. Power Fist going out from Blitzcrank. Gonna be able to hit Graves in the face, but the buckshot with collateral damage, it's gonna go up the exhaust, is not gonna do enough. And now Skarner's in a lot of trouble getting ulted by Lulu. He's gonna quick draw through this wall. The Glitter Lance doesn't hit, but is Skarner gonna be able to get away? Is he gonna try to execute himself? He really does. Oh, he's gonna flash and then pop a Shirelius as well. Is it gonna take him out? Yes, he does. Beautiful play coming out from that Skarner. Absolutely amazing. In the meantime, Jarvin's able to take down the top tower, and the safeguard to the ward, and red team is now safely able to pick up this dragon, especially with Tristana here. And oh no, another Lunar Rush with Moonfall coming out of this Annie. I don't know if Annie's going to be able to survive this. She does have to use her flash. And Tivers is already down. Katarina is coming out. She doesn't even have to use her ultimate. Just wonderful job. And the Crescent Strike going out is the... Oh no, Katarina's still coming in. She's going really hard. Starts her ultimate, but gets cancelled immediately since Lee Sin just kind of safeguarded to his teammate. Kind of prevented any real action coming out. And now blue team realizes that the dragon is no longer there. Tristana is taking a ton of damage. Yes, the Lunar. So many jumps coming out from the blue team. The Lunar Rush as well as the Shumpo from Katarina is just proving to be too much for this red team right now. And a lot of action going down. The Graves actually takes down the tower and almost takes down the Annie. Really, really close. Can't believe how close she's getting away with almost no health every single time. And now the red team is making a beeline for the blue team. This could be dangerous, and collateral damage coming out, almost dies, and now the sting coming out. And yes, the Incinerate coming out from Annie isn't really going to do too much, but it's going to provide them with enough damage to take out the Graves, and that's all that really matters. Blitzcrank is, of course, laughing it off. Red team pinged the Baron. I'm not sure if they thought the blue team was doing Baron or if they were signifying that they want to do Baron soon. I'm not entirely sure. It's only 19 minutes in. Oh, great. And another Lunar Rush coming in. Yes, and the Moonfall is going to be able to take down Tristana. Tristana just sits there like, whatever, I know I'm dead now. But a great follow-up flash from Diana, just being able to chase down Tristana with absolutely no issues whatsoever. Jeez, this Diana's doing so much work. Katarina's also doing a great job, going 6-2-1 so far with 154 creep kills, actually wrecking the Annie at this point. She was almost 20 behind at the beginning. She really came back strong. So I guess that kind of proves that, the first few levels are really difficult to push through, but once you do, if you can keep it steady, then you're going to do a lot of work the rest of the game. So #1 gold in the game right now is going to be the Graves. Graves has 8 kills, so that's huge right now. 8 kills, so it's about 1,000 per kill. Now he does have a lot of creep kills, and that's primarily where he's getting most of his gold from. So 143 creep kills is just a whole lot. I'm actually surprised Lee Sin has so much. Lee Sin has 179 creep kills. That is a lot of creep kills for a Lee Sin. Like, that's a lot. I see Lee Sin, he's ganking a little bit more than farming, but it seems like this Lee Sin is very content to just farming. Which is fine, I suppose. I mean, if that's what he needs to do to succeed, then well be it. Oh, great job getting the Tiverson off of the Diana. Diana's going down really fast, and Annie just burns the crap out of Diana. Diana just absolutely gets melted. But now Lee Sin has a fully stacked Bloodthirster, and that's terrifying. We don't like fully stacked Bloodthirsters at 21 minutes in the game. That's really, really bad. And Annie's now getting engaged on, gets popped up with the Cataclysm. That was really beautifully timed. And now it looks like they may transfer onto the Skarner, but Skarner is not going down without a fight. The great silence coming in from Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank is going to go in, but Katarina is just shumpoing to everybody, taking up those kills, going to a ward, and then shumpoing there. Is she going to be able to pick it up? She has 4 seconds till another shumpo, and it looks like the Skarner will be able to get away. Skarner's at 479, now 415, and 413 from Katarina. She might... Okay, I was like, that's a little ballsy. I thought she might have thrown a ward over and then shumpo to that and do something really, really crazy, but unfortunately we did not get to see that type of crazy this game. Katarina's just doing a wonderful job. She was just all over the place in that fight. So was Diana. This really brings me back to the old Dignitas days where they were running 2 assassins, or 2 assassin comp that was very, very feared among a lot of the pro teams. It was just extremely terrifying. You didn't know what they were going to choose, and you just knew that if you overextended even a little bit, it was going to go really bad. And a great job. It didn't look like they were going to kill him at first, but the red buff ticks down from Skarner, is able to pick it up, and a great job with the crits and the red buff coming out from Graves. Graves is going to do a ton of damage to everybody right now. There's just no stopping him. He has that Infinity Edge. He has the Cloak of Agility, so he has a crit chance. Oh my gosh, this Blitzcrank is going down almost immediately. Does throw out the exhaust, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. And now Diana's in the midst of the fight. She's going to be able to get out the flash. Does not go through the wall with the Lee Sin, and now Graves splashes over the wall. Gets ulted by Lulu, and now is able to do ridiculous amount of damage. Buckshot with the collateral damage, almost taking him out, but it's not going to be enough. Wonderful job. Graves now has double buffs. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh my gosh, the Katarina's going in on the Annie. Annie does Timber Stunner out of her ultimate, but it's going to be a lot of damage. The Incinerate coming out. Is the Incinerate going to do it? Yes, the AoE from Tibbers is going to help finish her off. Wonderful job. Annie gets out of there with under 100 health. Really, really close. So Annie and Katarina are very fairly matched. What Katarina really needs to do is just wait for that stun to be over with before she starts her ult. She doesn't have a ton of damage besides that, but if Annie's waiting to stun her once she uses her ult, her auto attacks are just not going to do enough because it procs up any spell that she uses. So Annie either just won't cast spells and wait for the ultimate, which would give Katarina the advantage of winning, do her moves, her ultimate, and oh my gosh, now he might get caught out. Yes, he does get impaled, and Jarvin is going to flash over the wall after he gets cataclysmed, and it looks like the red team is not going to be able to follow. That was a beautiful play by the Jarvin. Oh, and a great grab, barely misses Jarvin. Jarvin does juke it to the left, or sorry, to the right, to his right. Where he was facing was his, yeah. Anyway, yeah, it was just ridiculous at this point. Blitz is just not doing good this game. He has a Sheen. I don't know if that's the best item for him to be buying at this time. He's not doing so hot, and the red team is down by 8,000 gold. And Diana, again, being really aggressive in their jungle. She knows she can pretty much 1v1 anyone on the red team. And that's a very powerful feeling to have, because that either enables you to be really, really cocky, or not really enables you, but it forces you to be really cocky, sometimes too aggressive, things of that nature. But Diana's just doing a beautiful job. She has died 3 times, but with those 6 kills and 7 assists, it's really not going to do too much to hurt her. Those boots of mobility, I can't get over that. She's just getting from lane to lane so quickly, and the magnitude of that is just absolutely insane. Being able to come out into the lane a lot faster than your lane opponents is something very undervalued, and that's why junglers with gap closers are typically the most common, just because the element of surprise really helps. Or if they're just too fast, you can't get away from them. Once you realize that they're there, it's already too late, just because they're so fast. And Blitzcrank does throw out a grab. It's just a random grab, not actually doing anything, but still very well played. Sometimes you just need to throw them out to see, find out where they are. And Skarner is now getting initiated. Katarina is throwing a lot of damage, collateral damage coming out. And now the Lulu ult onto Katarina. She gets the double kill with the help of Leona and Graves. And now Diana's getting Timber stunned and absolutely destroyed by the Annie. And she's going to have to flash away. Annie's providing a lot of damage. I can't believe they actually popped her up. That was a little bit interesting. But wonderful job by Jarvin and Diana being able to pick up that kill. Still has a little bit of help from Lulu from the slow. I didn't expect that pop-up to work. It didn't look like it was close enough, but obviously it was not. It's just one of those weird things. Sometimes the hitboxes will weird or stuff like that happens. But Jarvin is a monster when it comes to taking out Baron. Baron's a wonderful job. Oh no! Oh my gosh! An instant explosion. I need to go back to that. So we're gonna follow Tristana. Tristana sees that Diana is in this bush. No. Yeah, she jumps in and just blows her up completely. I don't know how she knew she was there. I don't know if Diana walked past this red push, but that was just really close. And the red team takes Baron. Oh no, the blue team does. What? It sounded like it said red team. So bad. Okay, so at the Baron fight, it's just Graves, Jarvin, and Lulu. So they're doing a great job. And flash, this blue team takes it just in time. Is able to pick up the Blitzcrank as well. And now I believe the blue team is just going to back off. Kind of farm. Oh no, actually they're not going to do that at all. The Shirley's Reverie coming out onto the Skarner. Skarner can be able to get out there. He does flash over the wall. I don't know if he's going to be able to get out. Katarina is so fast. Does have that blink for the initiation. Now a lot of action. Oh my gosh, Annie's still ignited. She might go down. That collateral damage is doing too much. She does go down from the last little bit from Jarvin. Wonderful job. They're also able to take down the inner middle tower. Jarvin is just taking the tower for a little bit, trying to bait something out that wasn't really there yet, which isn't a bad idea. You know, sometimes you try to force plays when they're not necessary, just to assist with your lead. Tanking the tower typically isn't a good idea. He didn't have his team to follow up, but you know, if they initiated on Jarvin, I'm sure he would have been fine, like perfectly fine. He did have his flag toss. So he would have been able to get out of there without any problems, really. But, yeah, being able to force fight with Jarvin is applying so much pressure to where their whole team has to either engage on you, to where you're really taking, it's extremely difficult for them to actually take you out, and then you kind of turn the tables by your whole team showing up, or something like that. It's really, really dangerous. So there's more than just, you know, engages and disengages. The baits are really what's important, because being able to bait something properly or reacting on a misplay by one of the other opponents. Oh, Diana's in this bush. She throws this progress. Can absolutely blow up this Tristana without any problems whatsoever. Diana's just waiting in that bush. Oh, that's very disheartening for the Triss. Triss is getting absolutely destroyed. Kind of depressing. She is able to pick up kills, but Diana's just doing so much work to her. It's very difficult for her to actually do anything in this game at this point. So she's just getting hunted down. And a lot of great Timberstone coming out. Almost takes out the Graves completely. There's a lot of damage going out on everybody on the red team. They're taking the tower right now. But it's not going to be enough. Jarvin just really doesn't care. He's exhausted, but he's so tanky that he doesn't care about taking the tower. And hell yeah, he's still at half health when he was taking the tower that whole time. Wonderful job by Jarvin. Jarvin does have a Guardian Angel as well. It looks as if Blitzcrank is going to go down. Yes, Blitzcrank does go down. Ends up going down to the Graves. Graves picking up another kill. That's going to be 13 kills. And he pretty much has the typical AD build that you need. You know, you have your BF sword item, his being Infinity Edge, the Phantom Dancer, with the Last Whisper, and that's almost only what you need in order to be a very strong blue carry. It's just absolutely phenomenal. Triss doesn't quite have the Last Whisper yet. She wasn't there. She was just getting picked up by Diana way too much and didn't farm as well, didn't have as many kills or assists. overall, that Graves was just super powerful that game, and Katarina did a lot of roaming, which really helped the team. Same with Diana. Diana was just insane, in your face, burst all day. I almost want to call that they're going to nerf Diana pretty soon, because that's a little ridiculous, especially for somebody that's a jungler, which makes it even more terrifying because they're always missing. You can't really prepare yourself for a jungler gank unless you have those wards, but then again, she does have the gap closer, and a very strong one at that. But yeah, if you guys like my videos, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really does help the channel out a lot. If you have any suggestions, any features that you would like to see added to my videos, feel free to let me know. If you want to see any specific players play or any specific champions, let me know. I'll add it to the list. You can check the video description. It kind of goes over. It has a link to the list as well, so you can make sure your name's on there. That's also the list of players that I use that are eligible for the raffle. Wonderful job, and congratulations to the blue team, and GG to the red team. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks.